Livekeys has a lot of features to help automate repetitive tasks. In this demo, I'm going to look at stop motion videos, where a lot of images need to be added to the timeline. I'm going to create this short video from a series of images. In the previous demo, I've looked at how to create a timeline and add video segments to it. I will need the same setup here, so I'm going to open an empty folder, create a project file, switch to nodes, add the timeline and LCV core plugins which add support for the timeline node and video segments, create a timeline node, and add a video surface and a video surface view node to see the video coming out of the timeline. I'm going to add one video track where I will be adding the images. One way to add an image would be to click on the track options icon and then click on Add Image. After I add it, it will be visible on the video surface view node. I can keep repeating this step if I want to add more images, but this can take forever if I want to create a stop motion video. So instead of adding them manually, I can use an image segment factory node to help me. When I click Create, this node will add image segments to the timeline based on the path of the file I set here. I need to connect this node to the timeline and set the track I want to use. I can select the file now and add it to the video track. To select files easier, I can use a gallery file selector node, which displays all the files in a given folder. I have to connect the selected file from the gallery file selector node to the file property of the image segment factory node. I can select the file now and then click on the Create button to add it to the timeline. Clicking on the Create button is an extra step I want to get rid of. I want to add images to the timeline as soon as they're selected. To do that, I'm going to use an event. Events can be added by clicking on this icon, which is used to add extra properties to this node. I'm going to select Events and then select On File Changed. Now, this event gets triggered every time the file property changes. I'm going to add a function called create, which adds segments to the timeline whenever it's called. By connecting onFileChanged to create, I'm basically saying, whenever this file changes, create a new segment and add it to the timeline. I can add images much faster now. If I want even more customization, I can also switch to code view and write my own scripts to add files. But while I'm on the subject, I want to show an alternative which is even more interesting. What if I have a script in another programming language, and I want to import images selected by that script? Livekeys actually has a solution to that by being able to execute applications and monitor their output. I have the script as an example, written in Python, which simply prints the files in a given folder. In Livekeys, I can run the script by using the exec node, which is in the base plugin. So I'm going to import the plugin and add the exec node. I want to run Python with the script I have as its main argument. Then I'm going to connect the output of that script to a streamlog node. The streamlog node will simply log all the data printed by that script. I can see all the values the script prints out by opening the log view from this icon. Now that I can capture values from this script, I will have to write each value to the file property of the image segment factory node. So I'm going to delete the streamlog node and the gallery file selector. And I'm going to add a stream value node, which will capture all the values from the script and send them to the file property of the image segment factory node. So now, as I start the script, the image segments are added automatically to the timeline. This demo is the first one to go through the automation side of Livekeys, which shows the advantages it has over other approaches. The amount of customization is really in the hands of the user, while Livekeys is there to provide the tools and visual feedback needed. Thank you for watching.